Okay, so Diddy speaks out himself after these shocking raids. We have 50 Cent who is speaking out and has got some big announcements. Neighbors are exposing him. We just have a lot to get into. Hey guys, that's Rob Morley. Hopefully you guys are all doing well today. Back at again with another video. If you have not subscribed, click that button. It is daily and consistent content. Comment down below. Give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel and let's get into this video because we have a lot to break down and get into. So Diddy speaks out via his lawyers. Yesterday there was a gross overuse of military level force as search warrants were executed at Mr. Combs' residences. There is no excuse for the excessive show of force and hostility exhibited by authorities or the way his children and employees were treated. Mr. Combs was never detained but spoke to and cooperated with authorities. Despite media speculation, neither Mr. Combs nor any of his family members have been arrested, nor has their ability to travel been restricted in any way. This unprecedented ambush paired with an advanced coordinated media presence leads to a premature rush to judgment of Mr. Combs and is nothing more than a witch hunt based on meritless accusations made in civil lawsuits. There have been zero findings of criminal or civil liability with any of these allegations. Mr. Combs is still innocent and will continue to fight every single day to clear his name. Hey guys, my phone light just died, as frustrating as that is. Nope. So, of course, his lawyers are saying that, you know, this is a witch hunt. I do think that there could be a possibility that this could be staged or that they've gone in there to find stuff and keep it and protect other people. That could potentially take place. The man has not been arrested. He has not been detained. His children were detained. They have been released and they have been seen, pictured, you know, photographed or whatever they're doing around their own people. So that could be potentially. His house was completely raided, but that is what a raid is. They will look at things and take everything upside down. But at the same time, I do think that, you know, could have this been staged for something else? Is this a distraction? I don't know, guys. At this point, I really wouldn't be surprised. Diddy's neighbor is very bizarre to me, has spoken out in a video, and I'm going to play it for you guys, and this is what he has said. Stop bringing minors over here at night.
I live right next to him. He do too much.
He do too much.
Like buses, like big ass buses.
In buses.
All type of shit hop out. Especially at nighttime, like around 3 o'clock in the morning. It gets wild.
So his neighbor's saying that at 3 o'clock in the morning, he brings people via buses to his house. Wild people enter to his home, and that minors obviously, you know, are there. Stop bringing them. That in itself is insane, and I actually believe that. If that's what his neighbor is saying, I don't doubt that. This world is very dark, and there's probably things that people need to do, and therefore he can host all of that. And I think that Diddy's one of those people, he gives me the impression, who has gone very far and done ridiculous, insane things in order to please elites and exceed and proceed his career, which is how he entertained and went to a billionaire status. But of course, he's lost it all and he's basically being sacrificed. That is just what I see this to be. Young Miami is basically also being exposed. I spoke about this in a recent video, but I want to re-speak about it. Lil Rod has, you know, changed some things around in the lawsuit. He's also now alleging that she also was a worker, that she was a witness at these freak-offs, and that she had seen things go on. This is not hard to believe, considering the fact that her cousin or somebody that she knows was in the first lawsuit with pictures, and the fact that she's now been accused of XYZ. I'm not surprised at all. I feel like hell is hot for people like Caresha because they benefited from Diddy. I don't like those who benefit from abusers and watch those who get abused and don't say anything about it because it puts money in their pocket. Very selfish, devilish behavior. Young Miami was the perfect individual for this type of stuff, and it's just sad to see, to be honest with you. 50 Cent is dragging Jay-Z. He's put him on, you know, a particular milk carton or something. It says missing. Like, where is Jay-Z? Apparently Jay-Z is not answering the calls for Diddy, which could be true because we saw Diddy pacing back and forth in Miami. Could have been on the phone to Jay-Z, child, saying, Jay-Z, where are you at? Like, what's the conversation? He also then announces in a recent post about his documentary, Diddy Do It or Not? And in this documentary, you can front page, you can see the picture of what it's going to look like. 3 different pictures of Diddy throughout his stages of life, all cracked up. One thing about 50 Cent, he will be determined to be on somebody's neck. I wouldn't call 50 Cent a hater. I feel like, you know, he is reminding us. This 50 Cent is not some B-side, C-side character. This man is an A-list global star rap legend. So when he speaks on these conversations, he is giving such good PR to this conversation that is essential for us to have to put people like Diddy away. But the fact that Jay-Z has been dragged into this yet again is something that he's not going to like. He's going to be pissed that 50's posting him. The thing about Jay-Z is that people think, oh, they can't imagine him to fall. Anybody can fall, number one. Number two, Jay-Z and Diddy are very different people. personality wise. Diddy is somebody who's loud, obnoxious, huge ego, and his way of showing more superior. His way of showing that he's superior is through aggressive power, harm, abuse. There are those who are still very much abusive, but they're quiet, and that's what Jay-Z is, in my opinion. I feel like he is somebody, allegedly abusive, to be honest with you. I can't say it as fact, but I feel like he is somebody who's very quiet, humble, rethink things, has a network plan, doesn't want to be the center of attention, so therefore you just can't imagine. But I feel like it could definitely take place, especially because Sloan Bella came out with a video, and considering that she's been very accurate with a lot of things, and we're beginning to listen to her content even more now, she stated that Jay-Z is going to fall in 2036. And with the way that she was accurate with everything going on with Diddy, I am not going to be surprised if that takes place. And it seems real to me, and I'll tell you why. I can't see Beyonce and Jay-Z or Jay-Z with themselves falling like next week, next year. Like it's a large gap would make sense to me when they're much older, when their children are much older. Then it makes sense to me that something could take place. And the fact that she's handling Beyonce, Sloan Bella has said, and for the fact that Beyonce is also going to go down as well, it's not surprising to me because they're pictured everywhere with Diddy and Cassie, everywhere in all of those pictures together. So it's not a surprise. Birds, what's it again? Birds who flock together, I don't even know. Birds with the same feathers flock together. I don't know, something like this, but they're birds. Let's just say they're all flying together. And I'm not surprised by that. But 50 Cent is staying on Jay-Z's and Diddy's neck, because it's not the first time he mentioned Jay-Z. Now, Diddy on the stage was tapping Jay-Z's back and behind. This is what I mean. Diddy's more erratic, out there personality. Jay-Z's more just quiet and chilled. So you just won't look at Jay-Z for this stuff. He's very clever. He thinks before he speaks. Diddy does not do that. He thinks before he acts. Diddy does not do that. So this is insane, and I wanted to put it all to you in a video because I've dropped quite a few videos. Unfortunately, YouTube are having some bug issues. They have stated, but it has been announced via YouTube that they are dealing with some real-time views issues. They're experiencing issues with the systems for real-time data. This may cause inaccurate view counts and reports of video performance. So in my last couple of videos that I put up today, it might look like that they're very low viewed and that people aren't watching them. There are some bug issues unfortunately going around. YouTube have informed me, which I imagine is happening to a lot of different creators. They've obviously informed us that they're on the way to fix it. This is not the first time this has happened with YouTube. I've had this notification a couple of years ago and years back. It happens sometimes. So I just want to let you guys know, for those who are commenting saying that they're not getting the notifications or they've clicked the notifications bar but it's not happening, there is a bug issue going around. So I just wanted to clear that up for you guys. Frustrating as it is, I'm still going to keep pumping out content. I don't care if it's one person watching it or 50,000, as long as it informs you, keeps you guys entertained and thoroughly informed just with what's going on. That is what I want and like to do. So Diddy speaks out. His neighbors expose him. Young Miami is exposed. 50 Cent's coming for Jay-Z, and this new Diddy documentary. Sloan Bella is saying that Jay-Z is going to fall in 2036 and Beyonce as well. Like, it's insane what is going on. Really insane. A lot of stuff has happened in the past 24 to 48 hours, but this is what happens with Diddy. He gets lunged into this insane lawsuit, like the Cassie stuff, and then it disappears for 2 weeks. Another lawsuit, then he speaks out, disappears, another lawsuit. Then there's just contractual updates and back and forth between the lawsuits that he's still dealt with. Granted, we don't know if he settled any of the previous lawsuits yet outside of the Cassie one, so he's still dealing with that. So it's insane what is happening. I just feel sorry for his two daughters and what they're going through. I don't feel as much empathy for Justin Combs, King Combs. I just feel like they're both much grown, and I feel like they probably might have done stuff with Diddy at some point because they're much grown men. There were a lot of reports on how King Combs was quite aggressive with women on a boat with Diddy, and obviously, like son, like father, you learn from your father, unfortunately, but if you have a bad father. And so I just feel more for the two daughters. Where does Diddy go from here? That is my point, because his houses, all of them being raided, is insane. What is his next move? He hasn't left the country. He doesn't want to leave. His lawyers are stating that it's a witch hunt. People are stating that this could be staged. Or they've gone in there to collect things to save elites. What is the next stage for Diddy? What is he going to do? Because he's still dealing with these other lawsuits. That's probably why he sold Revolt TV out, because he needed that money, because lawsuits, settlements, raids, you got to provide for your children, you got to pay your rent, mortgage, or whatever. Like, you're beginning to lose a lot of money. Don't get it twisted. You might be a billionaire one day, but that money can be gone like very quickly. Give it 6 months to a year, your wealth can change immediately, and in 5 years you can be a completely different man. So I wouldn't be surprised if Diddy's going broke as well, and that he has to worry about these financial woes and issues. I'm sure he has private rich friends, but I'm intrigued to know why this man is being sacrificed. Why is this man suddenly going down now? Like what? Like, who has he pissed off, upset? Somebody in the elites. He's obviously done something, because these raids could also just be like a humiliation process that he also needs to go through. I don't know, because they tore down that man's house in every single way. Even some of the children's rooms, like they tore down the wardrobes, everything. But to be honest with you, like raids are like that. You have to tear down everything, because you could be hiding things in your children's rooms, thinking that they would never go in there, but those probably could be the places that things are there. And if you look at those pictures, which I did in a previous video, they were searching for something, searching for some kind of tape. And it's disappointing to me that the Breakfast Club, you have Charlemagne, defending Diddy still. They're still definitely on Diddy's leash. I don't understand why. We are talking about somebody who's been accused of multiple sex trafficking stuff by at least 7 to 8 people that we know publicly. So you're doubting them and believing this man. I don't understand, saying that the raids were pointless. This Homeland Security investigations, I think I know, are more equipped with what they're doing than radio personality individuals. They don't know or understand. Homeland Security, I just feel like they know things, which is why that they've decided to do all of these raids. And the fact that they are geographically working in different states of America shows to me that it is quite serious. So we'll just see what happens. I'm ready for this 50 Cent Diddy documentary, and who he's interviewed, who he's spoken to. Like, I don't know. Obviously, for the past couple of months, he's quietly working on it, and again he's just giving the PR of, look, this is coming out on my network about Diddy's in the news, let me post it. The man is a PR king. He knows what he's doing. I'm not saying 50 Cent is perfect, because he was out here posting up with Dre, and Dre has a large amount of allegations on his own, so that in itself just doesn't make any sense to me. But subscribe to the channel, click that button, guys. It is daily and consistent content. Comment down below, give this video a thumbs up. Jay-Z and Beyonce falling in 2036. Interesting, guys. Interesting.